Every neighborhood has that house. The one kids dare each other to approach, where shadows dance a little too freely and whispers speak of a darkness long past. On a quiet street in Harris County, Texas, one porch held a secret that would forever haunt those who dared approach.
Have you ever felt unseen eyes watching you in the dark? Welcome to Nightfall Crypt, where shadows whisper, the unknown lingers, and every story is waiting for you to listen, if you dare.
My mom was just a child back in the 1980s, around 7 or 10 years old, carefree and playful, unaware of the sinister things that sometimes hide behind ordinary facades. Living in Harris County, Texas, life was simple yet curious. Her father, my grandfather, was a retired Special Forces soldier, a man accustomed to facing fear without flinching. Yet even he found himself uneasy when he noticed the stranger. Every afternoon, my mom and her younger brother would play in their front yard. Each time, without fail, they saw him. An older man silently rocking on a worn chair, positioned eerily on his porch. He never spoke, never waved, just watched. His house appeared decrepit, with paint peeling off its sides, windows clouded with grime, and an air of neglect that hung heavily around it. Eventually, my grandfather's curiosity got the best of him. One sunny afternoon, he marched over, intent on meeting the enigmatic figure. Approaching the porch, he introduced himself cautiously, though warmly. To his surprise, the man responded kindly enough, inviting him to sit. Their conversation began easily, a strange friendliness forming between two strangers. But something felt off. "Come inside," the old man suddenly proposed, standing slowly, bones creaking audibly with age. "I want to show you something." My grandfather hesitated, instincts warning him to turn back, yet compelled by intrigue. He agreed. The interior of the house was shockingly dilapidated, reeking of mold and disuse. Dust motes floated lazily in sunlight, piercing cracked windows. They descended carefully into the basement, steps creaking beneath their weight. There, centered ominously, sat a wooden table bearing a single plate filled oddly with chicken legs. Unease prickled up my grandfather's spine, but manners held him captive as the old man gestured towards the food. Hesitantly, he joined him, eating silently. After finishing, bones piled oddly on the plate. A tension-filled silence blanketed the room. "Want to see something cool?" The old man's eyes twinkled, an unsettling gleam. My grandfather nodded reluctantly, heart racing inexplicably. Without another word, the stranger hovered a wrinkled hand over the remnants on the plate. Instantly, impossibly, the bones trembled, rising slowly, twisting and turning, dancing, suspended in mid-air. The room chilled, shadows stretching impossibly as the man whispered, "If you want this power, you must sell your soul to the devil." Panic surged through my grandfather like lightning. Without hesitation, he bolted, racing up the stairs and into daylight, lungs heaving with terror. Later, curiosity, bravery, or perhaps a twisted form of dread drove him back to investigate further. When he returned, the house stood starkly abandoned, silent, cold, empty. Descending once more into the basement, heart pounding, he discovered something even more terrifying, etched clearly into the concrete floor. A pentagram, deep and precise. Neighbors, when questioned, swore adamantly the house had been vacant for years, dismissing his encounter as impossible. From that day onward, my grandfather never approached the porch again. Haunted endlessly, by questions without answers. For years, my mother retold this chilling encounter, each recounting leaving me trembling slightly more. Yet, a lingering doubt always whispered in the background. Was it reality or simply the vivid imagination of a child remembered through an adult's fear? Or worse, was there a darker truth hidden just beyond reach?
And so, the shadows stretch further, and the mystery only deepens. But this is far from the end. It's merely the beginning. What lingers beyond the door? Who is whispering your name? And what is that shifting in the corner of your eye? The answers await in the next chapter of these chilling tales. Subscribe to Nightfall Crypt and hit the notification bell, because the crypt's secrets are endless and the darkness never sleeps. Until next time, stay in the light if you can.